Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, goodness. Doesn't time fly when you're having fun? And I've been out on a webinar earlier from 5 o'clock, as in AM. it's it's good fun. And I'm just trying to find myself here, find the right space here. I'm just trying to find it there. Okay, I'm rosboundy Psychic Medium, bringing you the daily lenormand, daily card spread reading. Today I'm not using lenormand. You'll notice that I've actually got the Kipper deck. So let's go across to them, and they are very good, very interesting. We'll discover them together. Bring your psychic senses and your spirit guides with you, or whatever other avenue you like to tap in for getting the messages from any of the tools. Here we go. Now it's Ciro Marchetti's artwork. That's why I was first attracted to them, and that's probably someone else had guided me to Kipper as a fortune-telling deck style of card system. But it certainly was the Ciro Marchetti version that I was really attracted to because I love his artwork. So what we've got here for our day today, and I do these as a daily reading, general card spread reading. I'm saying a lot. I think my mind is just distracted a tad from one of the things that I've discovered as I was moving through, putting the links up. Good morning, Michaela. And especially lovely me. Oh, thank you. Morning all. I'm going to put that up again. Let's read it properly. Morning all. And especially lovely Ros. Thank you so much, Michaela. God, I'm finding it hard to concentrate this morning. I've had so much going through my head with the webinar that I was on, because it was to do with writing and learning writing and writing a book in a month type of thing. Just going through different things. Oh my, there's so much information out there. And very chilly start for the days. Absolutely true, because at the 5 o'clock I was wearing an hoodie and I got too hot in that, but now I've got the heaters on. I've dressed, because of course when I went to the webinar I was still in my nightie and dressing gown, so no video or audio of course. I have since changed and got myself a coffee. I don't have to wear the hoodie and etc. The heater's on. Wow, it's been an amazing cold few days lately. Now, the other thing is that what I've discovered, and the other thing I'm a bit fluffy, whatever word I want to create for it. Oh, goodness. It's just, this link is supposed to be working, and it's not at the moment. It's coming up with an error. So if you want to book or pay for a reading, I'll honour these types of readings. The readings that are in the Buy Me a Coffee, I'll certainly honour those and do readings for you. They are a cheaper option because they're the short ones, one question type thing. I think last time I went on Buy Me a Coffee, I'll have a look at it again. That should work, that one. So, oh my goodness. Right, now that I've got that sort of explanation of my website done, it is what's like really, I'm not upset, but I am enough to think, oh, bloody hell, I've got to go and do all this extra stuff. What we've got in here, but, we're here for the cards. Let's get into it. The theme for the day today is the family room. I like that. The home space. Oh, God, that looks awful, doesn't it? Despair. And in the workspace, oh, even worse, imprisonment. Let's just see what the heck the cards have got up our alley for the day today. Because, fine, the theme looks absolutely wonderful being family room, but the flanking cards are sort of, oh my goodness gracious me. And I don't look or research at them before I start. This is all completely spontaneous as we go along. And a good morning from Keza. Morning, Ros and all, with those gorgeous gold silver hearts and the owl. Thank you so much for popping in. I know I'm a bit sort of late-ish, but I have been mentioning I'm here around between, it could be 7:30 to the 8:30 to the 9. It's around this time frame in the morning. Keep your notifications on and that sort of thing. You should get, well, I'm assuming you get them with Facebook. Don't know. Kipper deck, I am using the guidebook, which I'll pan and zoom into these. And here is the guidebook, a lovely cover on it. I just love his artwork. So we're going to start from the theme because it's lovely and positive. It's card 21, the family room. And I will read it from the guidebook because it's easier to do that. I'm still not as completely familiar with the Kipper deck, so I find it a bit of a discovery the more I do them. And, I'd love to actually have the weekends as Kipper decks and the weekdays as the lenormand. It's a good balance, I think, between different decks. And if I feel like doing an oracle deck every once in a while, it probably will be the Friday nights. I don't know. I was out of energy last night, so apologies if you were expecting me to be on for last night. And more of that will be happening as the community group only. So we'll see. Because I'm taking a few more things away from the Facebook in those aspects. Okay, because then you can't get it taken off. Facebook can stop you at any minute. That's my explanation of the why, but it's not the only reason why. I like focus groups. I'm enjoying them immensely. Some other ones for my courses has got me into really liking individual communities. Now, let's get back to it. I'm wandering around all over the place, aren't I? My goodness. And Kezia is saying, yes, you get them. Oh, good. That's the notifications for anyone that didn't realise. Family room. It's a mid-morning coffee is served in a bourgeois drawing room, true to Victorian style. Now, the way I've zoomed into this, that's the max I can go to. So hopefully you can see it clearly enough. So family room, there it is the coffee jug, the cup, creamer, all that, and the tray that it's on. A very nice setting with that fireplace in the background. I could have that going. Anyway, the drawing room in better houses was off the formal parlour and was a place to withdraw to for entertaining close friends and family. So society visits would have been kept in the formal parlour. So we know we're now in a welcoming and supportive space where secrets and personal matters may be shared. Literally, it's a room and stands for all private or enclosed spaces, such as living rooms, hotel rooms, offices with doors, and I've got to turn the page, and apartments. So more abstractly, it represents privacy and intimacy. So the sense of closeness can also refer to the time and place, as in soon, near, right next to you, or shortly, no more than a month. So if you're if you're planning something and doing things that you're collaborating with someone else really closely, could be around, up to the month. But we do consider that these spreads that I do as a daily is for the energy of today. So there may be the opportunity for you to really get close and personal to someone, and it's in that space that's very private. So what stays in the room, what's said or seen or acted in the room, it stays in the room, type of thing. That's what I'm feeling with this. Now, one of the things here, now that we're going to go to our home space, right, card 32, the despair. It seems awful, doesn't it? Very sad looking picture. It is a challenging card. So here we meet a man in shabby clothes, a member of the working poor, distraught from unemployment, reduced to letting tears slip in the street, literally grieving or weeping. It can also be severe stress leading to emotional exhaustion, serious concussions, fevers and migraines. So it is that feeling closed in is what I'm feeling from that one. This card is also commonly used for jealousy. So with luck, a positive card will be next to it to offer balance and hope that all will work out somehow. Now, I think with this, it probably is that collaboration, that sharing of a hard load, heavy load. I think that privacy and intimacy of conversation in this family room or whatever is shared is going to be that help meet the person at where they're at, not offering solutions but just being a listening ear. That's what I'm feeling with this. And that in itself can lift the despair, that it's moving from despair and out of that aspect of just the bottom and lowest space and place completely. Even the poor dog looks sad. I think it's lovely that they've actually added a dog, that Chiro Marketi's actually added in a dog to this image. I think it's gorgeous. So, what do you feel around that? Is there something that's holding you down and feeling really low? Share it with someone is what I'm feeling through your day today at least. And this here sign says not hiring. So in reference to that, unemployed, it feels like there's nothing you can do. But there can be. Share it with a friend. Just share, just be heard. Voice what you're needing to, or be the listener, be heard. That could be what that is, meaning that you are going to be the person listening and the comfort for another, because it's coming back into being that intimate space, like it is a one-on-one in this instance, and be open to that. Now, go over to the imprisonment card 29, and being in the workspace, though, we'll shift it into that is more work related. So on this challenging card, the family room is flanked by 2 challenges. So both the work and the home space are challenging today. Just feel the strength growing within you. Right, let's read it from the book. On this challenging card, we see a pair of battered hands clutching the iron bars in harsh prison. The tattered sleeves offer scant cover to a set of bony wrists. Literally, this card is prison, jail, asylum, rehab centre, bank or military barracks. So more abstractly, it stands for any locked, off-limits and secured place. So it represents a sense of confinement, imprisonment, isolation, a desperate motionlessness. So while this has a sense of time limit to it, the previous card 28 does. 29 doesn't have a sense of time to it. So it's that feeling of being trapped, of not being able to move, of having something, you're locked away from whatever it is that you need as the resource or something like that. You can't get your hands onto something. Let's just look at it as time spent in. Yes, it's frustrating, and yes, it's something that, there is something that's going to really feel like you want to just blast shit out of someone else. It almost feels like you're wanting to put blame elsewhere. But I'm feeling that this needs to be just stop. Okay, you've had the brakes put on you in some form. Let it be. Don't worry about it. You're coming out of the jail. You're coming out of the imprisonment. You're going to be setting yourself free as soon as you change your perspective on what is needing to be that next step. I'm feeling that step in the pathway. It is definitely going to open that door, unlock. And it feels to me more so that it's a self-imposed type of a block that you're going through, that you've put yourself in the prison itself from attitude. Okay, so shift your bloody perspective is the message I'm getting. You've got to look at it from a different angle, whatever it is. So just take a step sideways or back, or look from above at the bigger picture. There's going to need to be a shift for that jail door effectively to unlock. And I do feel that you've actually got the key, or the mouse is going to bring you the key. Here's some conversation happening, probably because you're feeling so alone that no one's going to listen. But we need to be in that space with the other person or other group of people. I'm thinking with the family room, it is using it as the one-on-one situation today. So someone that you trust, someone that you just know will listen and hear and understand. Not necessarily bringing the solution. I think that solution is more than likely going to be your own, and you already know what you're needing to be doing. You're just not moving on it. You've locked yourself away and ignoring. So whatever that message is bringing to you, you do need to take note of it, because we are flanked. We've got the 2 challenging spaces today. It's life. because it's the home and the workspace, okay? And take note, there's a little mouse, there's the dog. We've got the furry friends too that are with us that can help, just being the companions. You're not alone. It's that reminder that we're not alone. And bring it into the more conscious awareness of yourself and another, that at least you're being heard and listened to, and that in itself means that you've been given your voice to be able to say what is that's happening. And yeah, let yourself, I'm just setting that free. Let yourself setting it free. Those are the words. Okay? Sometimes it's not as clear, the messages that Spirit give us, but it definitely has some meaning for you in some form, in whatever way that is for you. I hope it's a blessing. All things do end up being the blessings that they're meant to be. Thank you, and have a wonderful day to all from Keza. Thank you for those gorgeous hearts and the owls. And exactly that. That we do need to allow Spirit to guide us and our own knowing from within as well, because we do know what our plan is. We just get those reminders every so often with the messages we get and the tools we use. So thank you for being here, watching the replay, and certainly I hope whichever way that you need to be getting your profession, more detailed professional readings and the rest, go with your gut feeling of who you want to be, who you are guided to. Either of my links, hopefully one or other of those, do work for you if that's where you're needing to go, is a reading from me. But certainly trust Spirit to guide you where you need to be for that next level. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. If I don't see you tomorrow, I'm going to be here tomorrow around the same time. Keep being the best you that you can be, and namaste.